All right, you guys, what's up? Damien Gary here. Welcome to Damien Gary Realty Group. And on today's episode, we're going to go through understanding how to create an email campaign through Chat GPT. And then once we're done with that, then we're going to go through and start building in the actual campaign out in KV Core. So go ahead, sit back, get your notepad, water. Here's mine right here, and coffee, whatever your gist is, and let's go ahead and get to work. So this is going to be for those of you who have no idea how to get into ChatGPT, even what it is. So I'm not even going to explain what it is because I'm pretty sure most of you know what it is, but I'm going to show you how to get into it. So what you do is you go ChatGPT. That's all you have to do. And the first thing that comes up here is ChatGPT. Click it. Because I'm already signed in, it's going to put me here. But if you weren't signed in, you could very simply sign in through your Google account. I think your Facebook account as well, but it's definitely, you can use your Google account and get in very easily that way. Then it's going to pop up with exactly what you're seeing here. So what you'll do, I already have a new window out. So this is perfect. Now, what we're going to do is, so to get the max out of this video, we're going to do a few things here. So one thing that you can do is say, pretend you're a master marketer, and write a email campaign that's aimed towards distressed properties for Damien Gary Realty Group. Okay. Now, one of the things here that you need to understand is ChatGPT, or is AI, yes, but you can also make ChatGPT do some weird stuff. So usually you have to do a prompt, which the prompt is pretend you're whatever, or imagine you're blah, blah, blah. And you can do whatever industry you want. You can say, pretend you're a plumber and write an email. You can say whatever you want, but you have to have a prompt in there most of the time in order to get the most out of it. So with this, also, I just reminded myself, I'm going to do, right in here, I'm going to say, write 10 email campaigns that's aimed towards distressed properties for Damien Gary Realty Group. Include that I've got investors willing to pay cash immediately. I don't know. We're just going to try this out. So here we go. It's already doing the stuff for me. Now, this is perfect because this is going to save a lot of time for us, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'll let this go through. All right. And now we're done. So as you can see here, let's scroll to the top. It says for the subject line, it literally gives you everything. The subject line, the body, everything of that nature. Now, here, are you facing challenges with a distressed property? Damien Gary Realty Group is here to help you maximize its potential. Our team of experts specializes in turning distressed properties into profitable opportunities. We have a network of investors ready to pay cash immediately for the right property. Perfect. Now another one. This and all of these you can absolutely put into your KV Core campaign and do literally do that. So um, that's so every one of these is exactly what you're looking for. It's perfect. It's short, it's simple, it's quick, it's great. So you don't have to think about it. So you can really put more effort into the phone calls that you've got to make, all that stuff. Like that's exactly what you want. So now let's say that if you want to put this in human format, okay, go ahead and just um, write in human format. This is going to be for those of you that think that like if you feel like AI, like things are going to be kind of, I don't know, um, that certain systems are going to be seeing it as AI and all that stuff. This is the way you get out of the AI side. You just say write it in human format. You can even say you can even say it as write it as a realtor, write it as an investor, write it as a librarian, write it as a princess fairy. Like you can literally do these things. It's insane, but that's it's being for real. So if we go in here, compare the two, you can say like this is actually not bad at all. It says, "Have you been dealing with a property that's seen better days? Damien Gary Realty Group is here to lend a hand. Our team specializes in revitalizing distressed properties, and we've got a network of investors eager to pay cash for the right properties." That's the first one. Now let's compare it to the other first one. The first one, the very first one that we did, says, "Are you facing challenges with a distressed property? Damien Gary Realty Group is here to help you maximize its potential." Very, very different than overall pretty different than what the AI version was. So, but bottom line, this is where you do. Okay, so now what you can do is very simple. You just go into your KV core. Okay, now you go into your smart campaign, and now you go add campaign. So lead is new, select a source. You don't really have to deal with that. Or just contact is transferred, or hashtag is date. You can just say lead is new. I don't think you have to do the select a source. And then go for design, just go next. And you go design for. I'm gonna go into really just do renter, seller. So this, but I do this there. So you can have both of them if you want. And then for this, you can say um, pay in cash, right? For distressed, or you can just say distressed properties. And that's going to be the name of the campaign. Okay. So here you can just say, uh, I don't know, or properties that need an investor paying cash. That's going to be what this campaign is going to do. Okay. Now review scope for me runs for agents. Status is new lead, both buyer seller, blah blah blah. Okay, perfect. Now it's been created. Now we go in here. I forgot what I named it already. So you could say cash maybe. Oh, and it comes up because it's a keyword right here. It says cash here. So that's why it came up. So now we go into it. Okay. Now you go into add action. This is where it gets fun because you can do this to where you do email, text, task, call. You can literally set all this stuff up for yourself so you can keep yourself on the ball. Okay. So I like to do emails because why not? Right? You can do text as well, but I don't know. I just like doing emails. So whatever. So here you go. you do this, come back here. Yeah, there we go. So you come here and you do whichever one you want to. So let's just say I wanted to do this one. So here's the subject line right here. I'm going to copy and paste this. Okay. Copy, paste that. So I'm going to do subject line there. And then we're going to do just you just do this. Copy paste in there. And see what I usually do, I don't even have most of the time I don't even have I don't even have like a high or anything. I just go right into it. Have you been dealing with a property that's seen better days? Blah blah blah. So you just go into there and then you can come in and say warm regards. Okay. Because that's what it says there, but whatever. So now this is for me, Damien, and this is agent to contact, and then you can do run immediately, or you can just wait until the whole thing is built out. This one, time unit here, this one I go for days. Okay, time value is going to be the number of days. So this is going to do 1 day. So day one, this is whenever this is going to take place. Okay, now let's see here. Now we come in here, and this is going to be introduction. I think that's what it's going to be. Yeah, introduction, even here. So you can, if you have a hard time on figuring out what it's going to be for that top part, you could just come here and say introduction, because here it's going to say investor opportunity. Now, what you'll do is so that's going to be introduction, template name, subject line. We already got that there, and then you got your body, got your name from the agent to the contact. Time unit is in days, and time value is day one. So now we do save changes. Okay. Now you just rinse and repeat. So all you do, go back here, do email again, come here to your chat GPT, do your subject line. There that is. Perfectly fine. Boom, done. Come back to your chat GPT. And you can also do it to where, I'll show you. You can also do it like this, to where you go all the way down, copy, so you're not going back and forth, and just come here, paste, take this out. You just, like, at this point, you're really just, trimming the fat, as I would call. So you can drag and drop that there. Your subject is already up there, so it's perfect. So then you just come here and do a little bit of delete, boom, done. And then just go backspace and boom, you're done. So again, Damien, agent to contact, days, and this would be your day two. So on you have to understand a little bit of things here. So if you're contacting distressed properties, this is going to mean that these individuals need a deal as soon as possible, right? They need a cash investor, someone that they cannot provide themselves, which is where you come into play. You look like a knight in shining armor. So, so for these type of campaigns, I will typically do one every day. So do one like the first 5 days will be literally 5 days in a row. But then after the fifth day, it'll be six and then eight and then 10 and then maybe 11 just to get some more urgency. But you can do however many you want to. Like if you want to divide it or whatever, all you do is tell Chat GPT, literally, this is what you do. Okay, I'm going to show you again. This is what you do. Okay, so you just copy this, paste this in here. Instead of 10, say you want 50. I don't know. It might freeze on you. It might do something like that, but we're going to go ahead and do this. So this is another example for you. It's already on email campaign 14, by the way. So you're watching this as it comes up on the screen. I'm not joking here. This is exactly what I do. Sometimes it will freeze on you and you just say keep going, and like you literally just type in the prompt here, just say keep going and it will literally keep going. See, just like it did here. So you just say keep going and it'll continue on to 21. And it's going to put out 10 more. So then you can just do keep going here. Once it's at 30, because at 30 we already know it's going to stop. So let's wait for this to go through. Almost done. All right. See, we stopped at 30. Now we can say keep going. Boom. It's going to give you 10 more. So hopefully y'all get the gist of this, because this is something that the older crowd is needing to adapt to. Now, because I, as a realtor, I appeal more to the new generation of your realtors and agents alike, right? So and I know, I personally know a lot of agents out there that are in their 30s, even 40s and 20s, that have no idea how to do this, because most of them barely have any idea on how to operate their business as it stands. So if they barely know how to operate their business as it stands, what makes you think they're really going to know how to do this part of as well? I mean, the whole thing is like, just like this video is probably going on while I'm sleeping, right? Or while I'm doing something else other than this. These campaigns is crucial to your business. This is going to help you stay on the follow up game. If you, as an agent or realtor, have terrible style or really follow through with checking in on a clientele or something, your campaign, you need it the most. You need to do this so badly, because this is going to help you keep in front of your clientele. Attention wins all. And as long as your email campaigns are out there and they are doing something, then you're going to stay in the forefront of people's minds. And like I said on another video, don't care if people are going to come back to you and give you all this lip about contacting me and blah, blah, blah. Like, who are you? You don't even know me. I don't even know you. Like, go F yourself, all this stuff. It's going to happen, y'all. You cannot shy away from the resistance. The only way, like, that's the thing. Like, even Grant Cardone says it as well. It's like, there's usually 3 steps. You're usually hated. What is it? Yeah, people think you're crazy, then you're hated, then they love you, and then they want to be with you, like they want to be with your team and everything. I think that's like the 3 or 4 stages. But that's the whole thing. That's, you have to get out of the comfort zone and get into this, so you are getting more business, so you're not working 2 and 3 jobs in order to make real estate happen for yourself. As long as you follow with this video that I've literally broken down for you, I dude, like, I literally promise you, it's going to give you great results. It's done for me. So, um, so yeah, we're gonna go through here. Let me scroll up here. So, right in human format. Okay. So now we're gonna go here. We've already got all this stuff done. We're on day number 2. Boom. Save the changes. I'm gonna do one more for y'all. We're gonna do email once again. We're gonna come here. We're on number 3 now. So go ahead and copy all of this and go ahead and paste it in here. Now you're going to start trimming off the fat. Go ahead and put this up here, delete, and then just go ahead and delete this. Delete all of that. Okay. So now it just starts out with this. We've got some incredible success stories to share with you. Damien Gary Realty Group specializes in turning neglected properties into stunning profitable assets. Interested in learning how we did it? Let's chat about your property and how our investors can help it turn into a success story with them. Now, some of these are going to be a little off-putting because and like not going exactly where you want it to be because after I just read this, this makes it sound like you're going to help the seller or the homeowner turn the property into something great. We're not. That's not our goal here at all. Our goal here is to make sure that they want to sell it to us as an investment for us. We don't want them to think that we're going to buy it off of or like we're going to give them money to get this whole thing going. That's what this kind of sounds like to me. We've got some incredible success stories to share with you. So this right here is going to say for them to call you and ask you. So this is where your third party stories are coming into play. And then this is telling you your intent and then interested in learning about how we did it. Let's chat about your property and how our investors can help turn it into a success story of its own. So this is really where someone would call you and say, "Hey, how can you turn my house into something profitable?" Well, that's where it's going to be like, "Well, what we can do is how much do you want for the house?" And that's where you're going to get, and that's where you're going to open that conversation up into the seller side. So you're going to now ask them straight up, "Hey, are you interested in selling your property?" No, you're not. Oh, okay. Well, then that's what this email was about, was for us to go ahead and buy your property. Then you start to get the seller thinking, huh, wonder how much my property is worth. Then they start asking you, hey, Damien, how much is the property worth? Then you can go in and ask them to where you're not negotiating back and forth or negotiating against yourself. You're like, hey, um, how much are you wanting for the house? And then you go into that whole conversation, and then you say, well, yeah, let's say that fair market value for the house is 550. Then you say, okay, well, 550 is fair market value, but your house needs a whole bunch of work. So let's be reasonable here. And yes, I literally have this type of conversation with people. So I tell them, okay, well, let's be realistic because your house does need so much work. How much of a deal would you give me? Then they go ahead and start like that's where you have to bring the expectations down with them. This is a whole phone call. Like you have to really be on top of your game here in order to really have this type of conversation. But this is what makes the great beastly realtors and separates us from your kind of like below average. So that's literally what it is. And so now we come in and now that we've negotiated with the term or really with the dollar amount that the seller is wanting, now you come in and say, okay, so now you confirm. So Pam, if I can get you 340 for the house, mind you, house is worth 550, fair market ARV is probably going to be around 650. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, Pam, your house, you're saying that you would like 350. So let's say if I can get you 350 today, would you be willing to move in escrow and get your home sold today for 350,000? She's going to come back and maybe say, well, I don't know. Can you? Well, I don't know, Pam, but that's a great question. We have to even see, number one, if you're interested, if they're married, by the way, they're probably going to have a conversation with their husband or their significant other in general. So now you have to wait for that conversation to be had. But let's just say it's a single person. Pam, yes, if you are really wanting to sell the house at 350,000, I'm going to make some phone calls in my network and see what I can do for you. But I want to make sure before I go into that you are interested sincerely in selling the property for $350,000. And especially, what I was going to say, don't even say that part. So yeah. Anyways, then you wait for them to answer. Whatever their answer is, you just go off that. If it's, oh, well, I don't know, it's like, okay, well, totally fine. Give me a call whenever you do know, and then we'll go ahead and touch base then. So that gives them an out. It's kind of like a takeaway close. Or you can say, well, you have told me this entire conversation that you do want to sell the property because X, Y, and Z. And this is where you, as a realtor, need to understand the pain points. So what is going on with the seller? What are they telling you? You need to be the professional problem solver, the professional listener. You have to do these things because, like, this is our job. This is what we do. This is literally what we do for our clients. The clients being the seller, the clients being the investor, because the investor, this is going to be a whole other thing. Your seller is going to sell the house to your investor. Your investor is going to be your buyer. So now you're going to help your seller as long as they're staying in your territory, your state. Um, that is if you're not licensed in the other states that they're in. Then you're going to go ahead and find them another property. So you're going to make a commission on selling their property, getting them a new property, and then whenever the investor is done with rehabbing the property, then you're going to go into that one. Makes sense? Pretty simple stuff, right? So, but the as simple as it is, these are the things that most people don't know. So it is what it is. So that's kind of breaking this whole thing down and understanding what are the prompts, what is our intent in this message, and go from there. So once again, you just come in here, do your name, agent to contact, and then your day, and then this is going to be day number 3. Then you go ahead and select save. That easy, literally, it's that easy. And then what happens is that whenever you start importing your leads, then you come in. There's going to be a what you'll it'll be very it'll make sense. But once you come in here, sorry, lead engine. Where is it? Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know how to bring part just now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here. Let's see. So you're gonna go right here, top right corner, and that's gonna be import your bulk leads. Then go ahead and get started. And then at the very end, once you're done with putting all of the metrics in there, like on my last video was, with the name, with the first, last, address, and you're stopping just at the zip code, unless they have another address, then put that in there. But most people have just one address anyways. So after that, you're going to see a campaign choice. That's where you're going to be able to come in and say, okay, I want to do my campaign choice as, Jesus, you're going to do, you're going to type in the, or you're not even going to have to, oh yeah, you'll just type it in once it goes to it, but you'll just do your cash and enter, and then your distressed property campaign that you already built, it's going to come up and you're going to have a turn on switch, and that's where you're going to do that. It's going to be super simple. It's a literally it's a stream. Literally, it's A B C D E F G. It's the whole thing. That's where you're going to build this out in. So, um, so yeah, that's that part. Now, let's say we're going to go on to another thing here. So let's say that you want to, this is going to be a little extra content for y'all. So let's say that y'all want to make I don't know, like a little newsletter. Okay. Then what you'll do is this. So you can copy and paste this. Okay. Copy and paste and pretend you're a master. You can copy all this. Okay. And write a newsletter about discover your property's hidden value with Dgerry Realty Group. And then comma, include um, this, actually aim this towards homeowners in Southern California. Um, yeah, just in Southern California. And this is where we can edit things pretty easily. So this is what we'll do. So now come here, we go all the way down. So now it's writing a newsletter. Okay. This is perfect. If you're wondering exactly how to write a newsletter, you don't want to spend the time to do it. Literally, that first one took me probably 20 seconds. Now it's already creating everything I need. It literally gives you everything you need. And this is where you can go ahead. All of the people that you'll start receiving, you can put them into this newsletter and literally copy this, boom, and paste it into a newsletter that you send out to everyone. And this is going to be super amazing. You can even put this in your campaigns as like the middle chapter, like day 5 newsletter. And then like every so often, newsletter. Like you can literally do this type of stuff. Like it's super cool. So, and let's say like this: if you want to do a topic of discussion, then you say, um, just go in here, um, write a write an article. I don't know. Write an article about discovering your properties, discover your property's hidden value. Um, yeah, in Southern California. Boom. Now this should go ahead and do it. See, and this is perfect. This is what we want. And one thing here, you guys, is like if you don't like what it says, perfectly fine. You can go ahead and reformat it. I'm gonna do one here actually. So this is gonna be super serious overall, right? So now I'm gonna say, um, make this funny. I don't know, make this funny. Now, boom, look at what it's doing. Ah, Southern California, the land of eternal sunshine, palm trees, and real estate market harder than a jalapeno pepper. See, this is the stuff that it's going to bring you. Eco-friendly, more like ego-friendly. Like these are the cool things that you can do with it. Like this is the totally like untapped stuff that most people of our colleagues they're not doing. This is how you can separate yourself. Like I'm not even joking. This is literally what I do for myself. It's insane. But um so that's pretty much how that goes. So so yeah, you guys, like I really hope this video resonated with most of you that are professionals in the industry that are really trying to get this stuff going because, well, really, it's like these are things that we as professionals need. Like we absolutely do. So if we can use it as a resource, then why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you go ahead and have technology work on your behalf so you can go ahead and do more phone calls. Seriously, doing more phone calls is going to be everything for us because this right here, this device here, this is how we make our money. Seriously, you have to do it. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to go out, put boots on the ground. You have to go ahead, market yourself, videos, just like this one is. You have to do it. So, without further ado, good luck, everyone. Happy huntings. I wish all of you the best. And if you need any help, feel free to reach out. I'll have a link down below if you want to join EXP. You can add me as your inspirational downline and all that stuff. And I'm more than happy to work with you and send you business as well because literally, I've got 60,000 leads in my CRM, which is huge. So for anyone, that's like the gold mine. That's what everyone wants. But you can make money on your referrals. You can make money on getting the stuff on the list side of your own. You can go ahead and get money on distress properties. Like these are the things that again most colleagues of ours are not doing. So with that being said, again, happy hunting, happy campaign making, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.